Hello and welcome to this tutorial. In this one, I would like to talk more about the cost management inside the AWS before moving forward actually to the compute section and start working with the virtual machines and start spinning up virtual machines inside AWS. I really would like to talk more and more about the way that we can manage costs inside the AWS services. So we went through setting billing alerts in our AWS console, but let's say you are working in an enterprise organizations and you are having multiple AWS accounts, or let's say you are using the organization here to spin up multiple hierarchy AWS accounts, and you have prod, dev, or stage accounts, and you want to see what are the costs usage for all of them. Or another example is that you, as a part of the enterprise organization, you may have a Microsoft Azure cloud infrastructure, or also you're using maybe Google Cloud. So if you are a big organization and you have multiple accounts or different environments or different cloud solutions, it's a good idea to use a third-party solution for managing your costs, and even some other interesting features like alerting or tagging, or take a look at the detail of your billings. So I was looking around. I came up with four companies that right now, as this time, they are having good solution for managing costs, and we can take a look at them here. The names are one of them is cloudability, the other one is CloudCheck, which it's another solution for managing your costs, and the next one is Cloud Health, which is also a good solution for managing your cloud infrastructure in terms of taggings and costs and this stuff. And the last one is Cloudin, which also is the same thing. You can manage your costs and you can see what's going on inside your cloud solution. These companies, just as an example, they are pretty good. It's better than the way that the AWS itself is showing you the detail of your cost. And another advantage of these websites are that you can also take a look at your Azure environment and your Google Cloud environments. It's not just only AWS. It's right now you can see this one, for example, is supporting these three cloud providers. So for just the purpose of this demonstration today, so I'm going to look at some of them to see how they are working, and I will just show you some reports and some recommendations and some ideas that these solutions can give us. If you go to the products, you can see, for example, in CloudCheck we have cost management, we have cloud security, automation, and total compliance, and it is supporting AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud, same as the other ones. Also, there's some integrations here. The most important part is cost management. It actually shows us some details about how we can allocate our cost, how we can optimize it, and how we can save money. We'll see there are a lot of tags. Even there are some recommendations. It can tell us, okay, let's say you are using on demand virtual machines, is not a good idea. Just reserve the resources and pay up front. That would be cheaper for you. So it's even give you some recommendation. So aims for Cloud Health, for example, there are multiple solutions here. As you can see, it's not just the cost, even it will tell you about the resource utilization, about the security, about the way that you can migrate, and different solutions here. And in Cloudin also, it is also supporting all of them, and it's the same idea for managing your cost and having a control on your cost. And you can see here's a dashboard. And for your case, probably you have to take a look at your company use case, and pricing maybe it could be important, because these companies gonna charge you based on the percentage of your cloud bill. Let's say you're working in AWS, they're asking for a number like 5%, 10%, 20% of your cloud billing. So if I scroll down here, for example, here it's asked for 1% of your bill. Or other platforms, let's say this one, CloudCheck, is asking for 2.5% of your cloud bill. Anyway, so these are just for monitoring, for looking at your bills. Believe me, after a while, when you're working with cloud environments, you can't control your billing, especially if, as I said, you're working in an enterprise organization, you have a huge infrastructure, multiple environment like a production, dev and stage, and you're dealing with multiple teams. It could be a disaster to managing the costs. That's why you need a platform, or let's say this is a monitoring, like in your infrastructure. Most of the time when you are managing an infrastructure as a system administrator or as a network administrator, you have a monitoring tool, right? Maybe you are using SolarWinds, maybe you are using WhatsApp, or you are using, other solutions to see what's going on in your environment, which server is up, which server is down, and you're monitoring CPU utilizations, memory usage, and network bandwidth, and other stuff, right? This is the same thing, but for your cloud environment, and you're monitoring your billing and what's going on inside your cloud environment, and it will give you some suggestions, some reports for maybe, your managers or your leaders in your companies, and it gives you an idea that what are you doing right now, and what is a forecast. Even it will forecast for you for the future in terms of the billing. So that's it for today, and I just want to show you these company names and these platforms in order for you to be able to use them when you want to manage your costs in the cloud infrastructure. And it gives you an idea that how you are doing right now and what is the forecast, and even there are some recommendations that you can leverage in order to reduce a little bit your cloud bills. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.